Okay, so now we can't say we didn't start before 8 o'clock. It just struck 7:59 when
Oh,
I pressed that.
damn it, we're early. Ah, we can
I
never
would
do this
rather
on
come
time.
early than come too late. I've always said that.
Hi, mom. Anyway,
Yeah,
welcome
hi,
and,
mom. My mom ain't listening.
no, not your mom, but my mom probably will be.
No.
How do you feel knowing you just said that with my mom listening to this?
Do you think your mom knows what I'm talking about? Like when I say prefer to come early than come late?
Yes.
Do you think she knows what that means?
Yeah, I do. I do think
No,
she knows
parents
what
don't
that
know that.
means.
Parents don't know that after they have kids, they forget stuff. They
You know
don't they
what?
don't
Honestly, her knowing what that means would be the good ending.
As opposed
Uh,
to be like, "Hey, Danny, I heard
yes.
Adam say, something I thought was supposed to be a joke on the last episode. Can you explain it to me?"
Yes, that would be the bad ending. That would really suck.
Our parents are people too. They know stuff,
Yeah, they were
okay?
young once.
Are still young. Terry, you're beautiful. So, let's just move on. Our parents are people too. So, anyway, good morning. Now you said the next part.
No, go ahead. No, 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 no. You wanna do it? It's
Good
been a
morning, good
while
afternoon,
since
and
you've done
good
it.
evening, ladies, gentlemen, non-binary folks of universe is not unknown. This is TOQ, and welcome to the show. We've got Danny Guarantee on the show with us. Say hi, Danny.
Hi, Danny.
See how easy it is.
I
Never
know.
lose,
I
never
I
lost a
missed this
step.
role. This was nice when it was like, I just
Where
had to
you
say a
don't have
few
to do
words.
anything.
Yeah, that was really nice.
Well, you know what, Danny? Unless you chose a question, I actually have two things that I
Ooh, I
found today.
actually did choose a question.
Oh, you did? Usually you come
Yeah.
very early or
Unprepared? I
unprepared.
know. Yeah, I
Yes, that's what I
know.
meant to
I
say.
actually had one this
So
time.
you do have a
But
question. Okay, well then I won't ask the question
no,
I
no, no.
found. I'll
We could
save
do
it.
yours and I can do mine another time.
No, 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 no. I mean, mine aren't really. It's not so much a question. I mean, I guess it is, but you know what? I have two things. They're short thoughts that I assume we could probably get some short conversation from. So
Why
I'll
don't
hit
we
you
do
with
both
these
then?
first, and then you
Yeah.
let me know. Like by the time we wrap up our conversation, if you want to ask your actual question.
All right. Look, I've
Okay.
already given up on the 20 minutes, so let's do it.
All right. I bet you we can do it this time. Ready? Here we go. This
Okay.
one is from the Random Thoughts Reddit page from Drowning Pickle 2 days ago.
Thank you, Drowning Pickle.
And he says, or they say, I'm very baked and thought, I've always hated a bath. Showers are for me, but I just thought maybe I'm doing it wrong. Instead of laying in a tub face up, which I hate, I could put a mask and snorkel on and draw on the tub floor. And then that's where it stops. It's like there's no question. It's just them just talking about their thoughts. It's the random thoughts.
I mean,
So I thought
it's
maybe somebody
a
said,
random
honestly, that sounds
thought.
like peak creativity while baked. And I thought, Danny, how do you feel about the idea of being face down, ass up with a snorkel in your mouth in the bathtub?
I would I would absolutely I would love for that to happen, and I have my, like, head enough underwater that I can't hear anything,
Uh
and
huh.
then Beluga is calling me, and she comes into the bathroom, and you just see my ass hanging out of the water.
Oh yeah, you know she's gonna take a pic. She's like, well, this one's for the scrapbook.
Oh my god, what a
So
beautiful thought.
so I love the idea of like at the very end they said I'm so bored. You know, they're bored in the shower. They hate doing it. Maybe they're doing it wrong. And they thought the way to spice up a bath, put on a mask and snorkel and draw on the tub floor. So then now I'm thinking like with what?
Mm,
Like
alright.
what are you going to draw with underwater that will be a beautiful sight that when the tub drains, you'll still have it? Or is the point to just have it while the tub is there, like while the water is in the tub, but it drains with the, like, it's a temporary art,
I
you
would guess
know?
it would be that, right? I
But
mean, it would
what
be
would be
real hard, like, you'd have to use, like, permanent marker, but no,
that
because
won't all wash off.
anything like
It,
that, well, it would also get in the water that you're in, like,
right. Like, can you draw, like, have you ever, like, we have to experiment with this, like, fill up like a bowl and like take a permanent marker and shove it down into the bowl and try to draw on the bottom of the bowl
I
and
mean, I
see
could
if
just
like
place it in the water. I don't think I need to be that rough with it. I don't know if
to
I need to
just
shove it into the bowl.
right, but either way, like, can you draw on the bottom of something whilst the marker is totally submerged? I've never
Mm.
tried that with a permanent marker
Yeah, I have
before.
no idea. I have no idea. But I do for drowning pickle. I do have a life hack for you. Uh, that we actually, my parents and I used to do this when we'd go fishing and crabbing, and it's something that you can adapt for when you're in your bath.
Okay.
All right, you ready for this?
Yeah.
You take a Ziploc bag and you put your phone in it, and now your phone has a waterproof case,
Right.
and now you can play a game on your phone, watch YouTube, or
So you're saying they could
doom
put the
scroll while in
phone
the bath.
they could put the phone on the bottom of the tub and then put their face under with the snorkel and enjoy, like, wet face, dry phone. Well,
That sounds like a weird porn video. Wet face, dry phone.
as it was leaving my mouth, I was like, "Oh, that's good." Uh
There's another good clip.
Wet
Oh,
face, dry it's like
no.
face down, ass up, wet face, dry phone.
Well, and you are face down, ass up.
I know, that's what I'm
It
saying, that's
comes
why it
it
worked.
comes full circle.
So do I. That's
Oh
hilarious.
my god.
I can't help it. I'm in a silly mood today, I'm sorry.
Yeah, what? I like
I'm in a
it. No, I
sexy
like
mood.
it.
I'm in a
You
sexy
got the
mood today.
giggles today.
I haven't gotten any in a couple of months, so I think my brain just kinda focused on, the sexy stuff.
Mm, mhm.
Like drowning pickle, I had to pick that. There
Sure.
you're naked in a tub. Drawing is very sexual.
Oh
Um,
god.
especially drawing wet in a tub, very, very sexual.
It doesn't have to
Uh,
be.
huh?
It doesn't have to be. You know,
Huh?
it doesn't
What are you
have to be
talking about?
sexual.
Huh? Why wouldn't it be?
Why would it be? You're drawing a picture. It could be anything. It could be nice. This could be just like some
No,
nice,
no, no, no. I
lovely
mean
creative time.
the feeling that it evokes is very can be
Oh,
very
I don't know.
sexual.
I think that's you're over
You
sexualizing
ever
it. I think
just
you
like
can.
draw and you press the marker or the crayon or the colored pencil at just the right angle of the on the paper and you're like, ooh, I think I'm onto something here. And then you're just like, the more you do it, it creates that kind of audio sensory physical stimulation where you're like, oh, oops, now I'm drawing on my knees. Uh-oh. And then before you know it, your leg's like 15 different colors as you just keep like, we've all been there, right? Right?
Are you
Are we
okay?
are we canceled? Hello?
Are you all right?
Wait, yes, Daniel, I'm
Are you
fine.
good? You
I'm
sure?
okay. Yes. I took a killer nap earlier and I feel refreshed now, so I think my
Oh,
brain
that
is just
maybe
like
that's it.
firing a lot of cylinders. Um, yeah, I don't know. But you've never
Well, see, all right. Here's what I got for you. When you close your eyes and you picture drowning pickle in this tub upside down, or
Yeah, I have been
face
since I
down.
read this.
Yeah. Do you picture drowning pickle of the male or female persuasion?
Honestly, with a name like Drowning Pickle, I can't imagine as anything other than a male doing that.
Yeah,
Like, I
same.
just I imagine like a Billy like a Happy Gilmore or a Billy Madison kind of situation where it's like a dude just wearing like shower shorts and he's like pretending like he's swimming and he has his little snorkel on and goggles and his
Now,
face is under the fucking water and he's just trying to get like a bleeding marker to write anything on the bottom of the tub. And
now
it's
here's
just
here's
making the
real
color
bad.
or making the water all colored.
Here's what's real bad. Not only was I imagining a male doing this, um, I was imagining somebody like really big. So like they're not even fitting.
Oh, like a
Like
Jabba the Hutt
like they're
situation?
laying down, but it's like they're just laying face down. Like they're not floating in the water. They're just
Right. Yeah.
I don't know why that's where my head went. But it's just
Well, you know what? I think if you try it with like a Crayola marker, right? like those
Mhm.
ones that are meant to be washable. I think there's a chance you might be able to get something on the bottom of the floor, but if nothing else, if you take you're gonna just not want these markers anymore. This is probably a one-time deal on these markers. But you take them into the tub, you take a fistful of markers, you pop the fucking caps off, and you just try going to town inside of that bathtub the
But
best you can underwater. And if it doesn't work, you have like the equivalents of like when you have marshmallow cereals and the milk starts to change colors, you're gonna have that same situation like in your bathtub where like the water's gonna
I don't
bleed the
think that's
markers.
healthy.
They're non-toxic. They're non-toxic markers.
I guess.
That literally says
Well,
non-toxic. You
yeah,
can
I
eat
know
them
they
and be
say
fine.
non-toxic. I don't think that's what they mean, though.
I
I
think
think
it means like
oh,
what
if you find your kid, sucking on the tip of the marker and he gets some in his mouth, it won't kill him. I
right?
think that's different than I'm literally submerged in a compound of like with this marker in it, and now it's seeping into every pore of my body.
But it's still non-toxic. It can't. You can literally draw on yourself with those markers and wash it off and be fine. Like there's that's why they're non-toxic. There's nothing about them that can poison you. And the fact of the matter is too, Danny, even if you use a whole box of standard like 12 to 24 markers, if you fill up your bathtub even halfway, that's way more dilution than like the fucking markers can put out, right? Like chances are they're not even going to bleed their entire color palette unless you crack the plastic end off and just let it all bleed out like that, right?
Hmm.
It's fine. Live a little, Daniel. Come on.
Well,
Wet
all right,
face,
fine,
dry
but
phone.
I have one last issue with this.
All right,
If
fine.
I'm face down and my ass is in the air, how am I gonna catch all my farts?
How are you going to catch all your farts?
Yeah.
Why would you need to catch your farts while you're doing arts?
Don't you catch your farts when you're in the tub and
Well,
save
not
them
while I'm
for
doing
later?
arts, though. You can't spell fart without art.
Well, you can get artsy fartsy.
You can get artsy fartsy, but I'm not catching my farts because I'm using the farts to make my arts. So all the energy is being channeled
Were you
down into the
using the
water.
fart to make the art?
I'm using the fart to make the art by instead of firing,
So you're
with
only working
every
with brown markers is what you're telling me.
no, no, no. Think about it like this. You ever watch a cannon get shot on like a Civil War reenactment movie?
Mhm.
And like when the cannon goes off, it has like a little bit of like backfire on it where like it rolls back a little bit,
Right.
right? It's like that, except when you fart, it pushes your hand and body forward to help you stay submerged in the water. Like like that mantis shrimp. you know,
Ah, yes, of course.
the one that can break the sound barrier, like traveling
Oh,
underwater.
that's a pistol shrimp.
The pistol shrimp. Sorry, the pistol shrimp. I thought it was called the mantis shrimp. Where the fuck did I get that name from? The
That's
fuck?
a different no, that's a shrimp as well, but
Oh, I thought
that's a
the
different
mantis
one.
shrimp was the one that. Hang on, shrimp that breaks sound barrier. I don't know if they actually break the sound barrier or not. Oh, it is the pistol shrimp. You right. Oh no, the mantis shrimp. It's the same thing. The mantis shrimp can
Others
create a small sonic boom. Maybe it's the same creature.
hmm.
Maybe it's just like a different name for the same one. I don't know. But yeah, they like use that shit to knock motherfuckers out.
Oh, yeah, dude, they're insane.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, you just like, and then when you go underwater and you just roll your markers all over the floor,
Oh, yeah,
right?
has your was it your nephew?
I haven't checked in with him about it, honestly.
Mhm.
I stole one of his Pokemon cards the other day and threw it in a
What a
bonfire.
terrible
That was the last
uncle.
time I talked to him.
Jesus, why?
He was being a real shithead and he had like 5 Lucarios. So just to show him I was serious, I burned one of them. Because kids think that like adults are just like giving idle threats, so they still test you. Where I'm like, Uncle Adam didn't come to fuck around today. Like, if you're gonna be a little shitheel and be mean and say mean things, I was like, this is a consequence, homie. I just took one of those. He has 5 Lucarios, and I was like, all right, well, now you have four. Send him up in flames.
That poor Lucario.
No, Lucario's fine. He's fucking overrated
I
anyway.
don't even know which one
He
Lucario is, I'll
only
be
has
honest.
that much that kind of a fandom because of the furry community, right? Like he's not like that
I don't
good.
know. Which one's Lucario?
That's like the one that looks like Lucario, the one that
Oh,
does
yeah.
the
Oh,
yeah,
the one that looks like Lucario. Yeah, okay. Sorry,
yeah,
I
yeah,
only
yeah.
know Gen 1.
Gotcha. It looks probably the most
I
like
Oh, is it the blue one that's, like,
yeah, it's
got the
like the blue
spikes on his
guy
hand?
looks like
He
a
was
like
in
a coyote.
Smash.
Yes, he was in
Okay.
Smash Brothers. He did like the big old energy ball.
Oh yeah, okay, I know which one it is.
All right. Well, look at that. We're at 15 minutes just on that discussion alone, Danny.
Ah,
See?
God, it
Fucking did
feels
it. We
like
could
it's
be
been
done
10
now.
seconds.
We
We
could be
could,
done now.
but I
We
know
could be
you
done
have
right
a
now.
second thing.
I do. We don't have to do it, but if you want to, I'll do it. But
Oh,
I'm
I
just
want I
saying, we
want
could
it.
be done now.
No, no,
How
I
much
wanna
time do
keep
you want to
going.
spend together recording this podcast?
Forever.
Yo, I can go all day. I'm in a silly mood. Um,
I don't know, but 15 feels short. Let's keep going.
See? Okay. All right. This is also a quick one. This is from the No Stupid
The last
Questions
one was
media.
15 minutes. What do you mean this is also a quick one?
We've had some discussions where I especially was upset or into it and went for like 15 minutes just talking on my side of things. So that
That's
was pretty
fair.
quick.
That's fair.
Again, we're at 15 minutes. I didn't lose track of time. I know exactly where we were.
Well, we're at
So this one is from Medium Doubt 8774 from the No Stupid Questions Reddit from 13
16.
hours ago.
Oh, this
Not
is a
safe for
new.
work.
Mm,
So
mm.
listen. All right. Is there such a thing as platonic porn? And they go on to say, is there a website for videos of just fully clothed cuddling or people staring longingly in each other's eyes, saying, I love you? Like something to give me the warm fuzzies, but not sexual? One person did answer the Hallmark channel, which is quite funny.
Yeah.
Um, and apparently, there are also videos you can find for like, if like marketing, they have like short videos for like, oh, warm up by the fire and blah blah blah, but like not actual like, they're
Mm,
just
mhm.
for ads and video production. So, but I mean, what do you think about platon? I mean, I don't know if you could technically even call it porn at that point, but um, platonic porn. Somebody just wants to watch videos of people just snuggling. Do you think that would be successful?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is a type of service you can pay for, right? Is a professional snuggler, somebody who will come over and just like there's no sexual aspect to it, but they come over and they talk to you and snuggle you and all this stuff. I don't worry, I don't know how I know that one, but don't worry about that.
Right.
Um, but I know that that's a thing, and I was actually my first thought was, oh, what's it called? Reddit made me smile.
Mm-hmm.
So there's like different communities within this big conglomerate called Reddit, and
Yeah.
one of them is Made Me
Subreddits.
Smile, and it's just story after story of like feel good moments and feel good things.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm on that one because goddamn, I need that sometimes.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's exactly that. I mean, it's not videos of people, looking longingly in each other's eyes and stuff, but it's news stories and like um I think the last one I saw was like a video of a woman talking about how her house was destroyed in a storm. And as she's talking about it and like, oh yeah, I don't know where my dog is and all this stuff, the dog just shows up and the joy between the two of them, it was beautiful.
Oh man, Danny, you can't go any longer. I can only get so excited after hearing that.
Are you
Uh,
okay?
yeah.
Did you like accidentally take an aphrodisiac today?
Yeah, it's called a nap. I took I took a really, really bodacious nap, and
Oh
I woke
my
up feeling
goodness.
really
Oh my
good.
goodness.
I managed to get a fire started earlier in the fire pit to finish off a log that I wet last night. Um,
Wait, are
so
we
that
still
was
being sexual or do you mean that
hey,
literally?
listen, hey,
I'm just
listen, what
I don't know, man, with you.
hey man, I was face up log wet last night. Um No, like, my roommates start like, they do this thing, I hate that they do it. They like to drink during the week, which is problematic sometimes if I'm being honest, and what they do is my one roommate is a pyromaniac and always wants to fucking just have a fire going, he's just, like, obsessed, and so, like, it'll be, like, 98 fucking degrees out, so he goes, "Time for a fire." I'm like, "We don't need the yard to be any hotter." But, like, he'll go and start a fire, he pays so much money for firewood, but now we have extra because we took down some trees recently. And he threw like a giant log. They started like a fresh fire last night, and then they both went to bed shortly after because they were like pass out drunk. So I went out there at like 11 o'clock last night, seeing this raging fire in the backyard. I was like, and no one's out here watching this fucking thing. Like I can see it from my window. Um, and I was like, "What the hell?" And so I went out
Jeez.
there and I was like, "Well, fuck this." So there was like a massive log from the tree that we took down in there. It's still freshly burning. And I was like, "No, they don't get to have this." So I went and grabbed the hose and was just like spraying up into the air, just like dousing it every now and then, trying to make it rain. And I was standing off camera because I knew they were going to look. And so I was standing off camera, just making it look like it was raining with the hose. And so, like, I was just like dousing it every so often until finally it started like just go down like little flickers and stuff. And so I went out there earlier or after work today to find that there's still like a half of that log left that like didn't burn from the embers that were underneath it. And so I was like, I wonder if I can get this bad boy to light. Like I've never been able to successfully start a fire in this fire pit without using like uh what's that fluid you use?
Like lighter
Like
fluid?
like lighter fluid. And
That
so I was like, I'm
fluid
gonna
you
do
use
it.
to light things? Yeah.
Yeah, that the fluid for light. Yeah, it goes in lighters. What's that called? Um, but anyway, so I used just like a couple paper towels and like some old dried leaves and sticks I found like near the debris of the trees we cut down and got it to start. And I was like, I am survivor. I did it. I am man. And so I think that was the aphrodisiac from that, plus like having a solid nap right before that,
I mean, that
where
is
like
pretty hot.
it was. And
Mhm.
and it's that big log is now gone, but it burned down very slowly versus in like a raging inferno with no one watching it. And, I feel like I saved the forest, but also, started flames in a safe way. And I feel very cool about that. So, and then I saw, um, what was his name? Drowning Pickle. And I just thought, well, that just really getting me all sorts of revved up. And then I knew I was going to be talking to you, Danny. And I was like, boy, I don't know if I'm going to be able to contain myself today.
Oh, I know.
You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, platonic porn. Danny, here's my pitch. Okay.
Go for it.
What if, because we live on separate sides of, well, not of the state, because you are technically not in my state, but, you're on the other end touching my state. And so I was thinking, instead of like being able to do stuff in person, we should film short videos of us just like being really, really cute with each other and then put those on the internet for people to enjoy.
You mean like the
Right.
relationship goals video we have?
Like the relationship goals video we have, but like, we're not in person. So we have to try to create those things. We set the example through online interaction. We both get on webcam. We wear our finest finery, or maybe we don't. Maybe we have like a bum day where we're just dressed in our sweats and have our hair up.
Mhm.
And, you know, we just like say really sweet things to each other for a few minutes. And then we post clips of it on YouTube or on Instagram. And just like, that's platonic porn for people, is us just saying like real loving things to each other, very sweet things to each other, and getting those nice warm fuzzies, and then that's it. And we'll just call it PP, platonic porn.
We will workshop the name.
Yeah, we could call it something else like chill hang loving boy, no, loving
Mm, mm-mm,
guy love.
mm, mm-mm.
Well, guy love is already a Scrubs thing, so I don't want to steal that. We can call it bro dude love, or
We'll workshop it.
we'll call it buddy, buddy,
Bunk
uh,
gang.
buddy bunk. Yeah, buddy bunkering. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly right. When we think we've both achieved maximum gratitude from our interaction, we can both press a button at the same time to say like we're both there. We agree we've reached
We
it.
did it. We
We did
both
it.
made it.
And we'll have a challenge. We have to finish in 2 minutes or less.
Mm.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because we have to keep the content short to put on YouTube Shorts and Instagram,
I see.
right? So we'll call it two guys, 2 minutes, one log, wet phone, no dry phone. Let's just call it.
Wet face, dry phone.
Let's just call it dry face wet phone. No, let's just call it wet face dry phone, and that's just what it's called. That's just
Yeah,
what the
oh, that's what we're gonna call it?
that's the series. It's called wet face dry phone, and people are like,
That's as descriptive as lemon party, don't look that one up.
yeah, that's when you buy a bad car at a car lot, and then you all go hang out with them as they break together.
Yep, that's what that is. No need to look it up.
Is
That's what
lemon
that
party
is.
like a golden shower thing, or is that something else? I don't know if I know.
No,
Wait,
it's not
what's
that
lemon?
either. It's a
What's that? Tell
website.
it to me in a way that's not the words that it is.
It's a website where, there's a lot of bros buddy bunking, but, like,
Oh,
on the next level.
like with markers?
I'm sure that some of them have markers.
Do you remember those markers that smelled like different fruits? And as an adult, I'm like, why did they do that? So, like, because kids would be like, oh, this one's black licorice. Oh, this one's strawberry. Oh, this one's lemon.
I mean, I
And you just,
remember that being a thing. I also remember them not at all smelling like they were supposed
yeah,
to.
but like, you always want to smell them before you started coloring with them. And I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they name the
Ah,
markers after food and think kids aren't gonna want to fuck with that?
give it a lick, yeah.
That's
We have,
irresponsible.
my favorite soap scent is in the bathroom right now, and it is
Oh,
Black Cherry Merlot from Bath& and Body Works. Mel picked it up because
huh.
she got it one time and I was obsessed with it. It smells so good, and I finally realized the other day, it's I don't give any damn about the wine. Like, I'm like, whatever, I don't drink. But it smells like what cherry candy tasted like as a kid, and I finally realized that's why I'm so obsessed with this stuff. It
Ah,
smells so good.
interesting.
Mhm. Black Cherry Merlot, highly recommend.
Black cherry merlot.
If you like cherry candies as a kid, mm, good smell, bad taste.
Hmm. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, hey, you know what? Black cherry merlot, I think, was an alternate song title for Raspberry Beret. But I think that's ultimately where Prince went with it. I think that was Prince, right?
Oh, no.
He's like Raspberry. Am I think it's not even Raspberry Beret? I'm pretty sure that's a fucking title of a song,
You're
right?
not allowed to take naps anymore.
It is Prince. It's called Raspberry Beret from 1985. Okay. And it
Wow.
reached number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100
Oh,
charts,
see,
so
I don't care about anything under number
now I
1.
don't know what the song is about. Imma look it up, let's see. Signal video the lyrics concern a sexual experience with a girl who wears a raspberry-colored beret, which is weird because Prince is gay as hell, so, like, it's just crazy that that's, like, a song that he made. Um, so it's you think it'll be a dude, but, maybe he knew. He was like, "They're gonna wanna hear songs about girls, cause you know?"
Mm.
But,
I I remember where I was when I finally realized, that the one song, "There's a halo hanging from the corner of my
my
girlfriend's
girlfriend's
four-post
foot-post
bed,"
bed. Yeah.
was about cheating.
Is
I
it?
remember I was in the car, like, we were going food shopping, and I heard it, and I was like, "Wait a second. That's not right."
Early
See if I can
every
use it
morning by
for the
Sugar Ray.
weekend or a midnight stand or a one night
Mhm.
stand. It's like, "Oh, one night stand. Hey, I know what that is now."
Huh. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Think that
That's
song's all
crazy.
about cheating.
You know what song's also about
Yes.
cheating? That song,
Lips of an Angel.
"Lips of an Angel." I think I've probably said this dozens of times, but it still pisses me off that people just don't like, that one's not even, like, subtle. It's
It
like,
Wasn't Me is also about
"It
cheating.
wasn't me." Yeah, that they open with that. Like,
Yeah.
"I just my girl
That
just
song
caught
is
me."
literally just, "I got
Yeah.
caught cheating," the song.
Yeah. Or there's, but also not about cheating, but, Semi-Charmed Kinda Life is about getting fucked up on drugs.
Mhm.
Even when Putty goes, "Doing crystal meth will lift you up into your plate, you don't stop." He literally says doing crystal meth, but I never heard that as a kid.
Oh, wow. Yeah, I never realized
Yeah.
that.
Semi-Charmed Kinda Life. We used to sing a version of that in school, call it
Baby, baby.
semi-formed kinda poop when, like, you're almost ready to poop. That semi-formed cat poop, baby, baby. We were silly. Um.
Yeah, were.
Anyway, yeah. So before we wrap up, Danny, I need to explain
Mhm.
myself just a little bit.
Oh, this should be good.
I got to do something at work that I think I told you about a little bit, but I got to do something at work the other day that I haven't gotten to do in a very, very long time, which was get up in front of an audience of people with a microphone. And
Right.
man, I've been like riding that wave of like, for the first few days, I was riding on like just like I feel good. People were very complimentary to me. They came out of their way to talk to me. I had conversations with people I barely talked to at work who were really excited, and they said thanks for making it fun. Usually those meetings are boring. I got such good like gratitude from so many people, and I was riding that wave of personal interaction, human interaction, and just getting to do this thing that I know that I'm good at. And like, but I started flip flopping the past few days from like kinda like a manic depressive thing of, like, "It's over now, and I don't know when I'm gonna get to do that again," you know, to, like, I want more, and so I'm stuck in, like, this weird limbo state of, like, I love what I did, but, like, how the fuck do I get to the next hit? Like, I need that next
Mhm.
dopamine hit so bad now. And so I think that's also where some of my silliness is coming from is like because I've been on it all week because it happened on Tuesday, which was when the big what we call our all staff meeting is, and 100 plus people were there that usually aren't always in the building all at the same time or they work remote or whatever. And so a lot of things went awry and I got to improvise and just kind of like keep everything going. And I got a lot of laughs from people and they weren't kind of expecting that because usually it's not a very funny sometimes there's like humorous moments, like, but like it's not meant to be a constantly funny thing. But every time I got up to like announce, I was pretty much just the announcer. So every time I got up there, I would crack like a joke. Like at one point, I had my reading like my glasses, and I took them up with me with the clipboard I was supposed to read, and I was like, "Ah, dang, I can't really read this that well. Hang on, let me put my readers on." And I took my glasses and I put them on my forehead, and I was like, "Ah, that's better." And I started reading. Man, the crowd loved that shit. That was like such a simple joke, but man, they were cracking up. And then like something broke, and I got to improvise this game show thing because like the machine wasn't working well and the program wasn't working. Anyway, I just been kind of like on an up and down thing because I was like, I want so badly like this show is one of the few things that sustains me in a similar way in that like I get to be a little bit more authentic. Not that role players wasn't, but there's still like a structure to it where like this is just me and you just hanging out talking about shit. And I know there are people listening, but the thing that I'm missing from it is that there aren't people in front of me.
Right.
Um and so I didn't realize how badly I was missing that from like when I was working as a dance instructor. Every Thursday we did a party and I got to do the announcements, or like when we had our big dance events like every quarter or at like every semi-annually, or like when I would volunteer around Christmas time to go downtown and teach like people who would come up to the downtown studio, and we do like salsa and shit, and there'd be like 70, 80 people packed into this little room. Anything that gave me a microphone and a crowd, I was like, and I could just improvise a little and educate a little, I like my brain fired on all cylinders, and I haven't gotten to do that in a really long time. So that like when I was coming down from it all on Tuesday into Wednesday, like, I slept like shit Tuesday night because my brain was thinking about it all night, and like I didn't realize how badly I was missing that. Like it just how good I am at it. Like I was doubting myself because I haven't done it in such a long time. But the moment the HR guy was like, "Just do whatever you want, man," I was like, "Really? I won't get fired?" And he goes, "Well, I didn't say you won't get fired, but, do whatever you want." I was like, "You know what? I'm gonna roll with it." And, so I think I'm kind of on an up and down, like, swirl right now from all of that, and I think every time I take a nap, like, I relive those moments when I'm sleeping. And so, like, I'm up right now after doing all that shit being like, "Yeah, I gotta be extra amped on the microphone because I haven't gotten to do this since Tuesday." Um, so I think that's probably also part of it now that I've had time to process thinking about, wet phone or wet faces. I keep thinking wet phones, wet faces and dry phones.
Dude.
I think wet phones are my kink. I don't know. I don't know.
Well, let's see here. We have on Indeed live game presenters, in
Oh,
studio live game presenter.
there's got to be a way to like turn this into a gig work that I can do. Like I could like I've looked into like There's people that do trivia nights, they host trivia nights.
Mhm.
I could probably do that and be really, really good at it, but the pay for those is usually very bad when you're just starting out.
Have you
And while
thought
I would
about
be
doing,
doing
like,
it
stand-up?
while I'd be mostly doing it for the fun of it, like, because there's that structure to it, I would wanna get paid well for it. I thought about stand up too, but again, that's more structured. I would do better in like more of like a maybe if I was doing crowd work kind of thing, because I really
Mhm.
got to shine at the meeting when things broke. And I just started like interacting with people, asking questions, raising hands. There was one point where the answers to the quiz that they were doing, the answers were on the wall. We have these giant posters on the wall that say like, "Oh, this year we distributed X million amount of pounds or something." And I didn't realize they were there because I don't go in that part of the warehouse much. So everybody was like, "How do you guys all fucking know this?" And they're like, "It's on the wall." And then like we finally got to a question that wasn't on the wall and no one knew how to answer the question. So I was like, I got real big. I stood up on a chair. I was like, y'all ain't so freaking smart when the answers aren't on the wall, are you? You know? And like the crowd was like howling, dude. And I was just like, my brain was on fire. So like, I think I could do something like that, but it would have to be like really loose material to do like stand up because I think stand up is hard because people are expecting you to be funny, right? They expect you to come with jokes that are funny. Where like I wasn't really going up there like super preparing for a lot of humor or at least structure. It was just like the interaction that like makes it fun,
Right. I
you know?
mean, we could always just start doing these live.
We should do it live. Let's just go ask
Mhm.
if we can set up in like malls and shit and just do TOQ
Can we
live and
do
just do a
yeah, can we
tour.
just do our thing? We'll take questions live on air.
I would love to have a radio show that lets us do that. If we could find a way to make podcasting more like a radio show where you could call in and take calls, that'd be dope. Did I tell you I was almost a radio DJ once?
No, but we could probably do that if we streamed.
That's true. We could do it if we streamed it. That's a good idea. But we'd have to try to find a way to get somebody into the call with us to, or unless they send us in like a voice clip, we could play it like that and like I could try to
Well, we
upload it
we
onto the.
could you just have to make a Discord, I would make a new account for this, but you do that and, you have a Discord and you say anybody who wants to call in, let
That's
me know,
true.
and
We
you
could
literally
try.
just bring them into the call from the Discord server.
That's true. You know what? I think we should think about something like that. But um, yeah, I think that's a good idea. Let me ponder more on that. Listeners, what do you think about that? Is that too much? Is that too little? Do you think that's a cool idea?
Who
Would you
cares what
call
you
in?
think?
I
Hey, I
notice
care what
on
you think, I'm sorry, I love you.
Spotify we only have 7 reviews.
Oh
So,
my
hey,
god, we ask you to do one thing!
although Smoses did leave us a comment on the most recent on our episode about violent therapy and a new way to wipe. He did release a comment on there that says, "You are correct. I, as a listener of this podcast, am an adult." So, thank you for that comment, Smoses.
Coming from one of the youngest people in our server.
Hey, you know what? He's still technically an
He is
adult.
an
He's
adult, he is
he's
an
10
adult.
years my junior, and that's my little baby boy brother. And I love
I
him to
love you,
bits.
Smoses, you're the best.
And but yeah, that's exciting. So hey, now here's your new challenge. If you're on Spotify, find that comment from Smoses and respond to that comment and tell him if you're an adult or not. Um if we should come up with something special to do to reward people for that, like a. Oh, listen, Danny, do you think you can convince Terry to do a show if we reach a certain amount of like subs or comments on like on our show?
I don't know, I'll ask her.
I think the listeners would love to have just an episode, and we can let Terry pick the question or the topic, so that way she's totally comfortable,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatever. Or maybe we
Yeah,
get Maluga on.
hang on. Hey, mom? Yeah, it's Dan. Hey, how you doing? My co-host here wants to know if, you'd be willing to guest on TOQ if we reached a certain amount of, like, likes or comments on different things. He wanted me to ask you, so I'm asking you. Just let me know whenever you can. Thank you.
Yeah, could you
Beep.
what app do you listen on? Because if you listen on Spotify, just go respond to this on this episode and leave a comment. I don't have Apple to see the comments on there. unfortunately. So, like, I need someone to
You're
let
gonna
me
get
know.
Apple, and you're gonna find out that we have, like, 80 comments per episode on Apple.
You know what? I'm pretty
You're gonna
sure
feel
you
so silly.
can. Is there what the fuck is the even the website for like to look
You're
at
gonna
that? Because I
feel
think
so silly.
there's a way to log into that and at least look at those things. I probably have an iTunes account. I just like don't use it. Um,
Oh, man, iTunes.
or is it called
That's
Apple Music now? Like I
that's a
don't know. I don't know.
throwback.
Is it
I
not
have no
iTunes
idea.
anymore?
I don't know. I have an
Oh
Android now.
shit. Hang on. I'm gonna search "That's Our Cue" on Apple Music and see
I
if it
stopped using
comes up.
iPhones when I couldn't have just music on it anymore, and I had to start using Spotify and stuff.
Where the fuck are the podcasts on Apple Music? Is it's still called Apple Music, right?
Is there an Apple Podcast?
Oh, maybe it's called Apple Podcast. Hang on. I don't know, man.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. Let me try that. Let's see. That's our cue. Let's see. Oh, damn it. Oh, we popped up. There we are. Okay. Look at, and it's the first thing too. That's good. That means we have a good name. It's
Yeah,
the
we got that
first thing that
SEO.
comes up. It's the first thing that comes up when you search "That's Our Cue." We have to find some other things to. You're listening to us just like doing planning on the show, guys, because I forgot that we're still recording.
Yeah, no, we are still. Oh,
So,
my computer just went to sleep. I hope I'm
uh-oh.
still here.
I don't know
There we
if you
go.
can
I'm
see
okay.
comments on. I can't see them on at least the website version of Apple Podcasts
We
because
really are just gonna bring them with us on this journey, huh?
Dixon said he left us a comment. I don't know which one. Did he? Was it on Spotify or was it on Apple? Butt cheeks. Where was it?
I don't think it was on Butt Cheeks.
See, it doesn't tell me because oh shit, I found it. Wait, hang on. Imposter syndrome is sus. Imposter syndrome is very sus, says Moses. And then Dixon says, "You're both swellas." Um, apparently, he left this comment 2 weeks ago. What?
That's cool.
Huh? Thanks, guys. I'm gonna leave a comment too.
On your own show?
Well, yeah, because like
Uh-oh.
it doesn't, it doesn't
To
matter,
listen
right?
to explicit episodes, I have to sign in. Are we
Yeah.
explicit?
Says we can't
Do
wait, but first, if you think,
are
oh, I
we
have to click the buttons. Okay.
are we explicit? Are we the baddies?
Fuck yeah. I'm gonna
Where do
type
you
in
see the comments? I'm sitting there, I'm looking at it right now.
on
See any
Spotify.
comments? No, on Apple Podcast.
I don't see them. Weren't you listening to me, Daniel? I told you I
No!
can
You
find them
said that.
on there.
Oh, it was on imposter syndrome is sus, so I thought you found them.
No, I'm sorry. I was looking at looking for Dixon's comments. Now, oh no, wait, hang on. Somebody reviewed us on 42524.
Blaze it.
Um, 5 stars.
Oh, hell yeah.
It says keep those questions coming. It doesn't say from whom though. So I don't know who left that review, but
Well,
thank you
whoever
on
you are,
iTunes.
thanks.
Apparently, we have 4 stars out of 3 reviews. So 2 other people reviewed us on Apple. But
Okay. Hey, and you know
anyway, hey,
what?
listen,
4
guys,
stars is pretty good.
I wanted to leave this on here instead of cutting this out, listeners, because it's like this. Look, I know I've said it on previous episodes. That if you like this, here's can I be? I know I've been talking a lot, but like, can I be like really vulnerable for a minute? Right. So I have another show that I do with friends. Daniel's been on a couple times called Role Players, and it has been my show for almost 6 years. I started it alongside another podcast called Shares a Lot during the pandemic because I was having a really hard time coping with not seeing anybody. And so I needed to find a way to put my energy into something new. And so I learned a lot about podcasting, recording, audio editing, all sorts of shit, producing, SEO, networking, all this shit. And so, but as I mentioned, I think a little bit on this show and on shares a lot, shit happened, man. And like a lot of the win from my sales have been removed after stuff that happened with my best buddy, who former best buddy, and things. And like he was a big part of that show. And I tried to plug on without him for a while. But just like we started that together and it's hard to keep it going. So like I've kind of just taken a break from that because like my heart's not in it anymore. And I think just I need to find a way to either revamp it or just start something new and it's hard to let go of because I've had it for so long. And so TOQ is like the only show I really focus a lot of my attention on now because it feels very sincere. I get to hang out a lot with Danny, who I enjoy very much as a person and is one of my favorite people on earth. And like,
Oh shucks.
and I think this show feels so much easier to continue, not just because it's separated from that, but because it's like it's a very organic, authentic place to just connect with audiences, to connect with each other. And I genuinely do believe that if I had, even though I love role players, like, and I do, and we had such a great audience number there, but not enough of the kind of engagement. We had big numbers, but not a lot of big engagement. And I think it's because the podcast TTRPG network was like so saturated that I just like didn't want to try to break through all that noise. And I just wanted it to be my fun thing. And so I removed myself from trying to make it competitive and I just wanted to be my escape. But I think this could be both because this one genuinely doesn't feel like work. It feels like it's fun, but that it could be productive and successful if we tried a little bit harder, or at least we took some different avenues. And based on a lot of research I have, there are some things that I still need to work through to get this to be successful. But a lot of it also has to do with engagement. And I think this is the easiest one to get engagement from because it's a back and forth, because it's a we ask you to do a challenge, you ask us questions, right? And it feels more like a conversation. And so I think this could be really big. So like when I ask you, hey, could you go leave comments? Could you please review it? Could you share it with a friend? I think it's an easier thing to do because there's not a story that you have to catch up on in role players or roll 20 or fucking or I'm sorry, dimension 20 or whatever. I love them, but like any one of our episodes can be listened to in isolation and it'll make sense, right? So,
Mhm.
if you wouldn't mind, that's why I ask because I do think that this could be a a community that can grow from like a very sincere and authentic place. That's also fun, right? We've gone from very sincere topics of like how do you deal with anger through therapy and video games to like hey, how do you wipe your ass all in the same episode. So like
God,
I think
the valleys and the hills and valleys.
I know, right? And so I just think this is a really cool spot. And I think we have something very special here. And I think what's really going to help us out as I kind of navigate this is interaction wherever we can get it on the website, on Podchaser, on Apple's podcasts, on Spotify, wherever else that you listen. However, else that you guys can just engage with it would just really mean the world to us. And especially to me, as someone who's been in the podcasting world for a really long fucking time now. And we all know 2020 counts as like 50 years. So I've been doing this for like 56 years. And so, like, any extra help we can get would be great. So if you hear this plea, if you hear us asking, it's not because it's just what you do at the beginning or the end of a show. It's because I genuinely am asking because I want this to be successful. And if there's anything that needs to change, we want to hear from you as to what that is. So that's
Very
it.
well said.
I'm done with that. Thanks for letting me do that.
Um,
I'll get on the soapbox for a second.
yeah, no, no problem. Hey, audience, lovely people. Um, let me just I'll give you a challenge as well. If you really like the show, if you want it to keep going, please give us 5 stars, or 4 or whatever. Just rate it,
Or
please.
one. I don't care.
Or 1 if you think we could do better. Well, hold on a second. If you have an issue, leave a comment. Tell us what it is. What could we improve upon? We used to have like an intro and stuff. Do you prefer just the cold open, cold close, where we kind of end at, we try and cut it at a funny bit? Or did you like it when it was a bit more uh regular show? I don't know. Words. Um, but yeah, I mean, what I'm trying to say is just do that stuff, all right? Please.
It's a
Please.
free way to support the show. It's 100% free.
Leave a
Costs
comment
you nothing
telling
but a
us
few
what we
seconds.
could do to make you give us money. I'm joking. I'm joking.
Actually, before we wrap up, I'm not joking. I do have a pitch. I'm just going to throw it out there now. I started working on some simple clothing designs. I just have to find the right website to use. But I was talking to Danny about like, sometimes when you sell merch that's very show specific, it's kind of hard to break into the crowd because like you have to have a big audience to appreciate the the branding, right? where I was thinking I don't really need stuff that specifically refers to TOQ, but just things that we think are funny and cool and we want to share. So I was going to start a line of clothes, of shirts, hats, things that are just labeling what they are, right? So tell me if you would wear a shirt that says, "This is my blue shirt," and it's a blue shirt.
Yep.
Or if you or this is my Monday shirt, and maybe you wear it on a Tuesday because you're a rebel that way, right? Like, I don't know, or this is my black hat, or maybe it just says black hat on it, right? Don't steal my ideas because I've already started them and there's proof here that I did it first. So, like, don't come on.
Yeah.
Um,
And,
but
like, they're
anyway, I
good,
just want
but
to put
they're not that good. Steal a better idea.
yeah, still better ideas. Let me have this. But anyway, like, so if that's something you think would be funny, it'd be a great way to support the show, but also, like just have some silly shit that people will think is funny. And then you can say, they'll say, "Oh, hey, where did you get that really funny shirt that says, 'This is my blue shirt?'" You can say, there's a podcast I listen to, and it's on funinstallers.biz/store or whatever. And, go check it out. And if you like the show, there's just a couple of goofy goobers that made this up. And that could be a way to do it. Maybe we'll brand it with TOQ somewhere, but I don't know yet. I might not do that.
We'll hide
But
it, and if you can find it, tell us in the comments.
yeah, point to where it is. There's an invisible QR code that if you find it, it'll take you to lemonparty.biz.
No, no.
All right. Anyway, you know what? We almost finished this at 15 minutes. Now we're at 51. So that's my plug. That's my request. Thank you all so much for listening. And Danny, take it away with whatever it is that you want to say.
Alrighty, so here's my question for today.
Your question?
Well, yeah, I told you I have a question.
Oh, all right. Well, let's get
You
to it.
said if we got to it and I still felt like doing it, I could.
All right. I mean, you
You
can
people
ask
are
it if you
stuck
want.
here with us. All right, sit back down.
Hey, don't change the channel.
No, I'm
Take your
just kidding.
finger off
I'm
that
just
pause
kidding.
button.
We'll save the question for next time. Thank you all so very much for listening. We really do appreciate it. And if you made it through the whole spiel about, supporting the show, we really, really appreciate you listening. We do. Um, Honestly, just having you listen to us is mind blowing to me. Like the fact that people actually listen to this. Um, but my co-host Adam does also, have a point. We want this to reach more people as like just a feel good thing you could listen to, right? Like we're out here just trying to make people laugh and smile and spread some silliness. And we want to do that, to as wide an audience as we can, help people's, help brighten people's day a little bit. So if you know anybody you think would like the show, please show it to them. Um, I completely understand, however, if you don't want to show it to your boss, your parents, or anybody else who is a little too young. Uh, but if you have a friend that you think would like the show, please show it to them. Please leave us some stars and comments. We really would appreciate it, even if it's low, even if the comment tells us, "Hey, you guys suck. You sound like goobers, and I don't like goobers." That's fine. Like we'll take whatever we can get. If you have some valid criticism, tell us. We're willing to take it. But I don't want you to think we're taking advantage of you either. We do absolutely appreciate you just tuning in and listening. And and sitting through stuff like me saying that this is a dream come true for me and that this is something I've always wanted to do. All
You
right, that's
fucking
my
you
little
you you
soapbox
you
moment.
fucking gay, bruh. You fucking gay. Fucking
Hey,
gay as hell.
hey, yeah, we all are a little bit.
We're all a little gay.
We're all a little
Um,
gay on the inside.
Listen, if you think you're not a little gay, then what are you listening to this podcast for, man? What are you doing? You're
If you think
vicariously
you're not a little gay, go check out Lemon. No,
yeah, I
no,
was gonna say, you might be
no.
a little gay if you listen to That's Our Cue. Um,
I know I'm gonna have my mom being like, "Hey, Dan, how do you know about that website? Is there something you need to tell me?"
can you tell me what you mean by what Adam said at the beginning of the episode?
No, mom, I can't. No.
It'd be funnier, Terry. Tell him what it is. Just rip that
You know
band-aid
what?
right off.
Just if you do decide you want to guest on, ask it there as your question. Hey, Adam,
Ah!
you said this thing in this one podcast episode that you probably don't even remember saying, but what does it mean?
If you don't think that I won't open up full on to talk to your mom,
I know
you're out of
you
your
will.
fucking mind.
I know you
You're
will.
out of your fucking mind.
And it
I'm not gonna
scares me
behave at
to
all.
scares the hell out of me.
She's listened to this podcast enough times to know who I am. I don't gotta
She
pretend.
does. She knows a lot about you. Too much, maybe.
Probably. But hey, you know what? I think it is an honor and a privilege. And, if anybody else's mom decides to listen to this show, let us know. Hey, listen, leave a comment on our episodes if you too
Yeah.
uh,
If you're a
let your
mom,
mom
leave a
listen to the
comment.
show.
If you're a
Yeah, if you're,
dad, leave a comment. If you're a child of a parent, leave a comment.
it's true.
Yeah, if you're like
Um,
a if you have parents, leave a comment.
yeah, I think
Mhm.
you should. If you have parents
If you
or
were
have had
born
parents in your life,
yeah. If you were born, you
if
should
you were
tell us, leave a
born,
comment.
if you were born, yeah. And here, you know what? Here's my final challenge. I have a riddle that I made on an episode of Role Players. Now, I know some of you may know the answer already if you listen to the show, but I have a riddle I'm going to read anyway because I made this myself and I'm really proud of it. So if you can solve the answer, or if you know the answer already, leave a comment of what the answer is. See, we're giving you lots of reasons to do it. Ready? You ready for the riddle, Danny?
I'm ready.
I made this myself.
Okay.
It goes, we are similar but also not. When separated, not as hot. One is yin, the other yang, often followed by a bang. Life is better when we meet. When upside down, we're still complete. So speak aloud our godly form. A nice response is the norm, right? Yeah,
Okay.
you figure it out. You got an
I think
answer?
so.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
make
think
sure
so.
tell me off the air so you don't give anybody the answer. Yes, yes, sir. You got it. Danny has solved it. Danny messaged it to me. So one more time. We are similar, but also not. When separated, not as hot. One is yin, the other yang, often followed by a bang. Life is better when we meet. When upside down, we're still complete. So speak aloud our godly form. A nice response is the norm. Let us know
I'll
what you
be
think that answer is.
I'll be honest, there was one line in there that I was like, "Oh, okay, that's what it is."
Well, that's why it's in there because people couldn't solve it without it. So
No, it would be real hard without it. Yeah.
so I added that in there just to make it a little bit easier. But you guys know what it is. Let me know what it is. But in the meantime, from the bottom of our hearts, please take care of your minds. Please take care of your hearts. And most importantly, take care of each other. And if you're going to draw on the floor of your tub, make sure that you're wearing the proper safety equipment before you do it.